How's it going, everybody? Rye right here today, and we are back with your Kansas City Royals, ready to get started in our first postseason appearance. Yes, guys, we were the 5 seed, the 5th team in, one of the wild cards, and ready to take on the Houston Astros. The winner will take on our division's leader in the Minnesota Twins, who, by the way, guys, have been really good. 102 wins. Last season, they went to the World Series. They did lose to Philly, but they've been really a thorn in our sides. Last season, we weren't really too competitive. Let's be straight with that. But this season, at 90 wins, we did fall off a little bit, but they could have done us a favor and been more, the Pirates, the NL Central. I would have loved that our division to be the NL Central. Heck, even the NL East, where they had 99, but 102 is a lot. The AL West, right? 93, 94, right? I'd like something a little bit more like that, less than not trying to contend with a 102 win team listed as the 5th best team in all of baseball. But guys, we are going to quick manage every game in this series. We may jump in during high leverage situations, but for now, I'd like to just kind of let it ride. I'm not sure how far I want to go in this episode. Maybe we will go 2 rounds. Maybe we will go 1. I mean, I know it's a 3-game series, best of 3. These do take a little bit of time, though. And with the playoffs, guys, I may abandon the schedule that I just uploaded to the community tab on my channel. So those of you watching this right now, you'll have seen this hopefully already earlier today. But Mondays and Fridays will be Kansas City Royals days. I feel like that gives you guys enough time to catch up and interact. But as far as the playoffs are concerned, I kind of want to do like 1 episode, maybe every couple hours, every day, right? Just to get it. I don't want to make you guys wait Monday to Friday if I win the wild card here, and then Friday we do the ALDS, right? That doesn't feel as exciting. We want to generate some hype here and some excitement with this Kansas City Royals series. So I think I'm going to kind of skip that schedule and see if I can upload every day, because the playoff series are pretty quick. But it also won't spoil with the timestamp in the video how far we make it, right? If I do the postseason all in 1 episode, it's 2 hours. You guys are expecting me to make the World Series. If it's a 15-minute episode, you probably think I'm done after 1 series. So I'm going to chop up every single round into its own video, but I'm going to upload them pretty quickly. I think I'm going to give probably 12 hours-ish, maybe once a day. But that's at least my plan for now. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. But here we go. Houston is our opponent. So let's take a look at their lineups. And what we're going to have to contend with. Houston, is actually right there. That's really easy to get to. So they got Kyle Tucker out there in right, 94 overall, clutch player, great bat, good fielder. Jose Altuve here, still a great bat. Not the best fielder, but he's only playing second. Yordan Alvarez is the main man here. I mean, he's just crazy. That bat, all in the mid to upper 90s. Sure, power dropped by 5, still in 91, still ridiculous. 98 discipline, 98 clutch. 96 discipline, but yeah, he's crazy. That's all you guys need to know. They still have Alec Bregman, who's a good bat. Yainer Diaz is their catcher. Yainer Diaz. I don't actually know how to say his name, so apologies there. He's grown nicely at 26. He's an 86 B potential. Eddie Rosario is their DH. Chas McCormick, Rhys Hoskins here, and Jeremy Pena. So they really have a really good batting lineup there. It's very scary. It's very intimidating. And then their pitchers, well, it's just as good. Christian Javier, Hunter Brown, Framber Valdez, Luis Garcia, all these guys, 85, would all be the best overall on our pitching rotation. And then JP France is probably somebody we won't see. And their bullpen is a little bit weaker. Then you get to the setup and closers, right? Brian Abreu and Josh Hader. That's all they're going to need with starting pitching like this that can just go deep. I mean, Luis Garcia, it was Framber Valdez, pitched 224 innings this season. Like, that is crazy. He pitched 218 last year. Ridiculous stuff here. 2.48 ERA, too, with all of those innings pitched. Hunter Brown does come into it cold, but, we'll have to see how we can do here, because we clearly don't have a lineup as loaded as theirs with all this talent, but I think we got some decent bats. Things can go well for us. I really feel like we've got a team that's capable of punching above its weight. The rotation here, Trevor Rogers, we're going to need to see how good he can do in the postseason. 84 overall at 27 is our best pitcher by a mile. Brady Singer pitched really well, though. Probably performed the best of anybody. Walker Buehler, Cole Ragans, John Means. We'll see what happens. But we got 3 games in 3 days, so there is no time off to potentially get Rogers to pitch twice in this series. So let's go ahead and get up to our game here. Trevor Rogers, Christian Javier, best of 3. So let's see. Can we do this, man? Can we enter the game only when conditions are met? Otherwise, you will sim. I think I'm gonna quick manage. No. We want to quick manage this series. We'll just leave it all the way it is. Just leave everything there. And Trevor Rogers, beautiful. Yeah. So we're leaving it. All right, we're into it, boys. We're into the postseason. Let's get it going. All right, Bobby Witt Jr. Triples. Michael Garcia, sac fly. He walks. Oh, God. Well, I think Vinny Pasquantino just swing. He's going to sac fly. Okay, I'm cool with that. I was going to tell him to sac fly. He did it anyway, and we have an early lead. Beautiful. Nolan Gorman grounds into a fielder's choice. Verdugo is going to strike out. That's fine, though. We do get the 1 run thanks to Bobby Witt Jr.'s triple. He's going to carry us so hard. Good strikeout there. Jose Altuve grounds out. Yordan Alvarez doubles. A run is scored on a triple from Bregman. And then we get the strikeout. So the game is tied. Action early in this one. A double from Brandon Drury. Freddie Furman now is going to fly out. Hunter Renfroe, 2-run bomb. And we have a 3-1 lead. We have reestablished our lead in this one. A solo shot from Tyler O'Neill. And we've gone back-to-back homers. Bobby Witt is going to walk. He's going to steal second. There we go, guys. He's got that 98 speed, 85 steal. 1 out, right? So if we can move him to third here. I was just hoping to put something in play there from Michael Garcia. Pasquantino is going to fly out, but 4-1 after back-to-back homers from the bottom of the lineup. You'll love to see it. Pena is going to fly out. Rhys Hoskins does single. Rosario singles. Diaz strikes out, and Kyle Tucker is going to walk. Altuve grounds out, and with the bases loaded, we get out of that one. That's beautiful. Nolan Gorman strikes out. Doogie strikes out. Drury flies out. So a quiet top of the third, but we're still looking okay. Alvarez grounds out. Love to see that. Bregman grounds out. McCormick strikes out. All right, so the third inning was quiet. Through a third of this game, we are still up by 3. Furman grounds out. A single there from Renfroe. O'Neill grounds into a double play. It's always kind of bound to happen. Trevor Rogers keeping an eye on that energy. A strikeout for Pena. Hoskins does walk. Rosario pops it up. Diaz strikes out. Beautiful. So Rogers, after, he's allowing base runners. So far, so good, though. Bobby Witt is going to single. He's caught stealing. It's not a cheat code. It's not it's not going to be easy to just steal every time. Maybe I should have left him. Maybe a hit and run would have been better. Just to get him on the move. Maybe that's what I wanted to do. Either way, we're now pitching with Trevor Rogers. Yeah, 1.50 whip. Not what I love to see. 1.75. Less what I like to see. Caught stealing. Freddie Furman. Thank you. Jose Altuve does double with, thank God we caught him stealing then. Yordan Alvarez is going to walk. Bregman flies out. This is probably the last inning for Rogers. McCormick. Okay, 1 run scored. And a strikeout. Okay, I left him in there. I chanced it. But there we go. We are all set through 5 with the lead. Nolan Gorman, who is now going to face Penn Murphy. The 74 overall does avoid hits, but will walk a player time or two. A single there from Nolan Gorman. I love that. Doogie singles as well. Brandon Drury flies out. Freddie Furman grounds into a fielder's choice. We've got runners at the corners. Hunter Renfroe is going to score 1. Reached on an error, and that's tough to see if you're Houston, but I'm fine with it. Tyler O'Neill's going to single, and we score from second. Love to see it. Renfroe now on second with O'Neill at first, and Bobby Witt at the plate. Grounds into a fielder's choice, and I think it is probably time to switch our pitcher. Rhys Hoskins at the dish. Righty, lefty, righty. Okay. How does he hit against? He hits better against lefties than righties, so we probably want to bring in a righty. Eddie Rosario, I'll deal with that, but who do we want to bring in? Schreiber? Schreiber's been good for us. I'm bringing in Schreiber. Gets the ground out. Rosario flies out. Diaz flies out. Beautiful inning there from John Schreiber. Former closer. Michael Garcia is now going to face Wander Suero. We are kind of eating into their bullpen a little bit. That's another arm they've had to bring in. And a single for Garcia. Hit and run. He's going to fly out. Nolan Gorman, swing, fly out. Doogie, singles. Runners at the corners. Drury singles. We got bases loaded for Freddie Furman. Swing. He's going to fly out. A bit of a bummer, but that's okay. We got the top of the lineup now. Kyle Tucker, not as good against righties. All right, we are going to walk him, so it's not going to matter. Altuve, not as good against righties. He's going to single. Yordan Alvarez, not as good against righties. There we go. Bregman here. The bases are loaded. Grounds into a double play, and he gets out of the jam. Let's go, Schreiber, man. Holy moly. Hunter Renfroe is now, wow, Winteregger now. Or Wintinger? So Winteregger, what the hell was I reading? Wingenter? Oh my God, Trey is now pitching for the Astros. Good Lord. Sorry, guys. I know that's annoying for some people, but I'm trying my best. 2 singles back-to-back, Renfroe and O'Neill. Bobby Witt at the dish, flies out. Garcia is going to clear the bases with a double there. We are up 8-2. Pitching change as Brian Abreu comes in. That's a really good setup, man. Interesting that they're bringing him in this situation. I'll just leave Schreiber in there because we have a 6-run lead. There we go. Beautiful. Doogie now against Abreu. Pop up. Drury flies out. Furman flies out. I think I do want to switch pitchers. We'll go to Scott Barlow here. I'd like to keep Sandlin, but we'll go Scott Barlow, right? We've already had, 3 innings pitched from Schreiber. Diaz flies out. Tucker walks. Altuve singles. A pop up there. A walk. And that's it. Now, I don't know what happened, but it delayed, and we've won 8-2 in game 1. Wow, we got at Christian Javier. And now it is Hunter Brown, who I believe was their pitcher that was cold coming into the postseason here. They're all on the road, so that's interesting. We do have to play all the games on the road in the wild card. So let's just quick manage again, guys. Things going well. Keep everything the same. Brady Singer. I'm fine with all of the changes. And there we go. Bobby Witt. Can we get started early again? Maybe another triple to lead us off here. No, just a pop-up. Garcia strikes out, and Vinny Pasquantino is going to pop out, I think, as well. So, 1-2-3 inning. Not as noisy as last game. Strikeout there. A solo shot from Altuve. Alvarez pops out. A single from Bregman, and a flyout. So, man, Houston's continuing their early game action, just like the last one. But here we go. Nolan Gorman is going to walk. Verdugo is also going to walk. Drury strikes out. Furman, 3-run bomb from Freddie Furman, and we have taken the lead. Love it. Hunter Renfroe flies out. Tyler O'Neill flies out, but we take the lead. Eddie Rosario now batting, strikes out. McCormick strikes out. Hoskins grounds out. Beautiful. Bobby Witt strikes out. Garcia flies out. Pasquantino walks. Gorman is going to ground into a fielder's choice, and that is that. Pena pops up. Tucker doubles. Altuve grounds out. Alvarez grounds out. Okay, whew. We are getting, I don't want to say getting lucky because our pitchers are doing their job, but keeping those guys at the top of the lineup as quiet as we can has been our recipe for success. Doogie strikes out. Drury flies out. Furman out as well. Bregman grounds out. Diaz singles. Rosario strikes out. McCormick grounds out. All right, so far, outside of the noisy, the solo shot from Altuve in the first, it's been good from Singer. Renfroe flies out. O'Neill grounds out. Bobby Witt is going to single. Hit and run. A run is scored there on the double. There we go. We got to move, and we get an extra run. Now we have a runner in scoring position for Vinny Pasquantino. Now would be a good time for your first hit of the series. He does have an RBI with a sac fly, but I would like to see him get on base here. Grounds out. But yeah, Brady Singer, been good through for the last 3 innings. Allows a single to lead off the 5th. Hoskins steals a... Hold on. Rhys Hoskins just stole a base? Okay. I guess 32 speed and 9 stealing was enough for him. That is wild. It wasn't even a wild pitch or a pass ball. I don't think. Right? Hoskins just breaks for center. Yeah, second base. It didn't say anything. Pena flies out. Kyle Tucker is going to score him from second with a double. A walk there. Can we get through it? A fly out. Bregman grounds out, and we get through it. Okay, so Brady Singer got a little noisy there, but only allowed 1. I am very content with that, considering we scored 1. Gorman is now going to face Wander Suero, and he gets hit by a pitch right away. Verdugo singles. Beautiful. Drury flies out. Furman strikes out. Renfroe is going to ground out. Now, Singer's still looking okay with his energy. He's facing the bottom half of the lineup, so we're going to keep him in there. Diaz flies out. Rosario strikes out. McCormick grounds out. Beautiful. Through 6 from Brady Singer. O'Neill is now going to face Wingenter. And he's going to double off of him. Beautiful. Bobby Witt Jr. at the plate, pops it up. Maikel Garcia lines out. Vinny Pasquantino finally reaches with that one. Let's just swing a ground out there. I was thinking about the hit and run, but runners at the corners, 2 outs, didn't really have an out to play with. Brady Singer, okay, his energy's looking okay. Gonna keep him in there. We'll see. He's got 2 of the 3 at the bottom of the lineup. Hoskins singles. Pena flies out. Tucker is gonna score a run with a double, and I think that's where we go to the bullpen. We are gonna bring in. I think I want to bring in Stratton. Yeah, I'll bring in Chris Stratton. He pitched well this season. Altuve caught stealing there. They sent Tucker to third. Catch him stealing, and a ground out there. Up by 1, going into the top of the 8th. I would love an insurance marker right here. Penn Murphy back at on the mound. Reach is on an error again. Man, it feels like they don't field well when Murphy's pitching. Brandon Drury walks. Okay, Freddie. Guys, we got a runner in scoring position. 2 on, no out. A double play. No, that's literally what we couldn't afford. Oh, man. Renfroe flies out. I'm going to keep Stratton in. Alvarez does pop up. Bregman grounds out. Diaz strikes out. All right. Big inning here. Top of the 9th. Tyler O'Neill is now going to face Dylan Coleman. I think this is the first time we've seen him. He actually doesn't have very good control, like with the walks per 9 there. Interesting to see. O'Neill strikes out. Bobby Witt grounds out. Maikel Garcia grounds out. It is now time for Jose Leclerc. He was great all season. Can he do it in the postseason? Rosario singles. Pick off first. He's safe. That's fine. Okay. McCormick singles. Hoskin, they tie it there. Oh my God. A sacrifice bunt. They now have a pitch around. We're going to walk him. Load the bases. Oh my God. Leclerc, come on. Sack fly, and Houston walks it off with the sacrifice fly. The blown save from Jose Leclerc. Oh no. And now we go to game 3. Series tied at 1. Winner moves on to face Minnesota. Oh, and I mean, I guess it's an extra day for us to have some rest for our starters if we do move on. But at this point, I was just hoping we could close that one out. Leclerc just couldn't get it done. Bad inning from Leclerc. And now we got Walker Buehler up against Framber Valdez. The discrepancy between our teams starts to grow as we go further through it here. Bobby Witt is going to reach. Can he steal second? He's going to steal second. Runner in scoring position now. Garcia lines out. Vinny grounds out. Gorman strikes out with... Bobby Witt has been in scoring position, I feel like, so many times, and we've only brought him home like once. Tucker pops out. Altuve grounds out. Alvarez flies out. So Walker Buehler, great start so far. Isbell doubles because we are now facing a lefty. Okay, so we have a slightly different lineup here. Isbell is now in at center. Brandon Drury pops up. Freddie Furman grounds out. Just hit and run. Pop up as well. Just trying to get these guys home from second. Alex Bregman strikes out. Diaz strikes out. Rosario singles. McCormick, he's going to steal. And then McCormick flies out. Okay, so we're fine there. Renfroe singles. Nice, Renfroe. Bobby Witt, sacrifice bunt. He kind of went rogue because I told him to swing, but all right. Does get him to second. Garcia now flies out. Vinny Pasquantino's going to walk. Nolan Gorman scores a run on a single and brings home Hunter Renfroe. Pasquantino now at second. Isbell grounds out. Walker Buehler now facing Rhys Hoskins, who's been a thorn in our side. 7 at-bats, 571 so far. Does strike out. Pena flies out. Tucker, who's been good, is going to tie it with 1 swing. Altuve then grounds out, and it is a tie game through 3. Brandon Drury is going to pop up. Freddie Furman singles. O'Neill strikes out. Renfroe, 2-run bomb from Hunter Renfroe, and there we go. We have retaken the lead and have an insurance marker as well. Bobby Witt pops up, and we are now in the bottom of the 4th. Yordan Alvarez grounds out. Bregman flies out. Diaz flies out. Beautiful. Maikel Garcia was batting, I think, like 472 or 427, something like that earlier in the series. Has been gotten cold. Is going to reach base there, though. That is big. Vinny Pasquantino, 2-run bomb from Vinny, and we have established a 4-run lead. Nolan Gorman reaches on a walk. And now they bring in Justin, 63 overall, 42-year-old Justin Verlander, still making $43 million a season. He's still a good pitcher. Most of his decline has come in the fielding category. He's still a quality enough pitcher, but come on, Isbell. Scores him with a double from first after Gorman walks. I love that. Brandon Drury strikes out. Furman flies out. O'Neill hit by a pitch. Hunter Renfroe grounds into a fielder's choice. Did we just bat around? We may have just batted around. I don't know. It was close because I can't remember if the 2-run shot from Renfroe was in the 4th or the 5th, but I think it was the 4th. So Rosario's going to fly out now. McCormick grounds out. Hoskins strikes out. Bobby Witt strikes out now to Verlander. Garcia strikes out. Pasquantino flies out. Buehler still pitching well. Pena pops up. Tucker grounds out. Altuve grounds out. Back up to our batting half of the inning. A ground out there from Gorman. Isbell walks. Drury singles. We have a runner in scoring position again, guys. Come on. A strikeout. O'Neill strikes out. 2 back-to-back strikeouts with a runner in scoring position is not what you want to see. Just put it in play. Make something happen. Bottom of the 7th, though. Buehler still pitching well. Fly out there from Alvarez. Bregman doubles. Diaz lines out. Rosario hits a 2-run shot. McCormick grounds out. Okay, and that's probably the last action Buehler will see. Does allow 2 in the bottom of the 7th, but 7 innings, only allowing 3. I would absolutely take that. A fly out there from Renfroe. Bobby Witt's going to ground out. Garcia is going to ground out as well. And we are going to kind of save Walker Buehler here. Nick Sandlin, our setup man, is going to come in now. It's a 3-run game, right? It's not over yet. Hoskins grounds out. Pena grounds out. Tucker lines out. Beautiful. Vinny Pasquantino now for us. Can we get one more run? A single. That's a great way to start it. A fly out. Isbell grounds into a double play. Do I dare bring in Leclerc? He's our closer. I'm bringing him in. A ground out by Altuve. Alvarez grounds out. Bregman flies out, and we are advancing to the ALDS to take on the Minnesota Twins. Jose Leclerc does get the save this time. And man, that was a fun series. That was pretty good. I mean, obviously it's nice when you win 8-2 in the first game. Second game was tight. That third game was plenty of fun. And now we have a best of 5 here. We might actually, we're guaranteed to have a chance to play at home in the postseason. I love it. Let's do it. Guys, that is all for this episode. I will get the ALDS out as shortly as I can get it out. But you guys now know that we got the ALDS. Pester me for a video about that one, guys. I'll get it out when I can. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will see you in the ALDS.
This a free-for-all, before we fall. This a free-for-all, before we fall.